Democrats hit Trump on abortion in key U.S. election states. Democrats blitzed target states Tuesday with a campaign to mobilize voters on reproductive rights ahead of November's election, highlighting efforts by Donald Trump and the Republicans to curb abortion access. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries headlined a field hearing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a day after a ruling by the state's Supreme Court paved the way for a 6-week abortion ban to come into effect next month. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden's election campaign launched an ad reminding voters of Trump's role in ending the federal right to abortion. Conservatives have been seeking to enact severe curbs on reproductive health care nationwide since the U.S. Supreme Court, bolstered by 3 Trump appointees, gutted abortion access in 2022. Republicans claimed victory in the ruling which overturned the 40-year-old Roe v. Wade precedent and quickly enacted strict bans or restrictions in most states they control. But a comfortable majority of Americans think abortion should be legal in most cases, according to extensive polling, and around half of states have measures in place to protect access. Jeffries was joined in the southeastern city of Fort Lauderdale by Health Secretary Xavier Becerra, members of Congress and women from Florida who face difficulty getting access to abortions. Florida is now ground zero in the fight to protect a woman's freedom to make her own reproductive health care decisions, Jeffries said. And as House Democrats, we are here to make clear we stand with you to protect reproductive freedom. While the Florida ruling makes it one of the most restrictive states, the state's High Court also decided that November's ballot can include an amendment to enshrine abortion rights in Florida's Constitution. The amendment, which has the 60% support it needs to pass, according to early polling, would permit abortions until viability, or about 24 weeks. Trump criticized Florida's ban when he was competing for the Republican presidential nomination against the Sunshine State's popular governor, Ron DeSantis, who signed it into law. The 77-year-old former president gets a vote on the ballot initiative as a Florida resident, but hasn't said whether he will support it. Democrats are giving women's bodily autonomy top billing again in 2024, characterizing Trump as the architect of attacks on reproductive rights in a long-shot bid to make Florida competitive in the state's Senate race. The Biden campaign argued in a memo that Florida is winnable if abortion remains front and center in the election. In a new 30-second ad, launched Tuesday, the campaign shows Trump bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade, part of a $30 million effort targeting voters in the swing states. Because for 54 years they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it. And I'm proud to have done it, Trump is seen saying. Vice President Kamala Harris warned that millions of women in Florida and beyond would experience the cruel reality of traveling hundreds or thousands of miles to get abortions, while doctors would be threatened with prosecution for doing their jobs. For Donald Trump, it is not enough that more than 1 in 3 women of reproductive age in America live in a state with a ban, Vice President Kamala Harris said in a statement. It is not enough that millions of women in America have fewer rights than their mothers and grandmothers. Yet, if Donald Trump has his way, he'll gut abortion care in every state across the country, and he has the plans to do it.